is Jessica Moody. I am a lecturer in modern history and heritage at the University of Portsmouth. And my research looks at the way that people engage with the past through collective memory, cultural history, cultural heritage, and public history. And for the Being Human Festival of the Humanities, I'm running a special event with the Engaging with the Past reading group. For this, we're having a special invited speaker who's coming down from Queen Mary University in London, Ethne Nightingale. She's going to be presenting on her research into migration museums in Australia, Europe and South America. We're having this at the Somerstown Community Centre. We will then be migrating ourselves over to the King's Tavern in King Street, where we will have a more informal reading group based on pre-prepared readings, and everyone's welcome to join. Migration museums are a specific genre of museum that are specifically created to tell stories of human migration. They're often found in coastal areas and port towns with areas of particular migrant populations. They're designed to tell often quite personal stories of migration, immigration and emigration, to bring a bit of humanity to the story of the movement of peoples. So this is particularly pertinent at the moment with everything that we're seeing going on in Europe right now, with people making terribly dangerous, life-threatening journeys across the Mediterranean. How will we come to remember this episode, which is present to us, is contemporary, in years to come? Will there be migration museums on Greek islands that talk about the terrible tragedies that have happened on the Mediterranean? I run a reading group called Engaging with the Past, which is a public reading group which meets monthly in the King's Tavern pub on King Street, and the group meets to discuss issues and debate areas relating to cultural heritage, public history and collective memory. So the group's interested in the ways in which we represent the past, how that's done, what that means at different points in time, and what we think about that. We've had a good variety of topics. We approach it quite thematically, so we've had some interesting discussions on ghost stories as a sort of heritage, ghost walks as public history, how we represent the maritime past, cemeteries as heritage, zoos as heritage as well. That was a really interesting one. So we sort of approach this from different angles and think about the different ways in which people in contemporary society now represent different types of history. So on November the 17th, 5:30 p.m. at the Somerstown Community Centre on Winston Churchill Avenue. Come along for refreshments, tea and coffee to begin with. Ethne Nightingale is going to be speaking at 6 o'clock on migration museums, and she'll be then taking some questions and answers from the audience.